What's up, guys? Hope you enjoy this video. This is a drawings from Dune I've been working on, and I'm just gonna show some of the details and how I get some of the effects on clothing and armor pieces. What I'm working on in this section is the tonal values of the chest armor. I want the right side and the left side to be the same darkness. You can see it's a little bit darker on the right, and as I'm adding the details, I'm gonna darken up the left side as well. In total, the whole chest armor there should be a darker value. You can see it's a little darker than the outer layer of clothing that he's wearing. This is also the area of the drawing that has the most hard lines. You have a lot of really stark contrast in the shadows between the light hitting the front of the armor and then the shadow underneath, like elements of strapping. So I want to use this 7B or 8B pencil to really darken those and really bring out the contrast and show some texture. You can see in the rest of the drawing there isn't as many harsh lines like you see on the strapping. There isn't as much sharp contrast. A lot of fabric and facial tones don't really have those sort of lines. They kind of flow a little more and are softer. Here I'm using a kneadable eraser just to lift some of the graphite off the page to show some of that wear and weathering that the chest armor would get over time from being in the desert. I want it to look like there's like a natural crease line where the strapping there on the right side goes underneath the armor. So you use the kneadable eraser there to remove some graphite there to make a light area. And the areas like this that I want softened up, I'm just going to use a little bit of a dry paintbrush. Here to darken up this side of the armor, I just start with a 4B pencil by going over some of the darker areas and just etching in areas. Not worried too much about precision. I do come in with a blending stump and I'm going to smooth a lot of those out. And then again with the eraser, I'm going to lift some graphite off to show some of that wear. Repeatedly go over these lines with a 4B or a 7B pencil to just really darken and reinforce that contrast. Sometimes they can fade a little bit or get softer and not stand out so much as you're working, particularly if the blending stump of your hand or something has touched the paper. Sometimes as you darken the surrounding area, the contrast doesn't look as stark as you wanted it, so it's another reason to go over the dark areas. Then I'm taking a kneadable eraser here just to show some wear lines again. Really good for lifting really thin lines of graphite off the paper. Usually any finishing touches that I'm doing on an area like this, I do with a mechanical eraser or a kneadable eraser and then a blending stump to really smooth everything. I really enjoyed working on this drawing. I like the movies. I had to move on from the hair to just start doing more of the armor because hair can get really kind of tedious and monotonous and everything starts to blur together and I feel like I can't see the page anymore. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Drop a comment and tell me what you'd like to see me draw next.